Huh. Can we deliver our music scrolls? Look at all this. This is your save if you do nothing. Here is a save where the game was fully enjoyed. And it took me 9 hours. I think the average is like 7. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, I wanna hear what he says about the music. Here's not Mega Man and not Proto Man. Legendary adventurers. I'm curious now. Let me reflect on this. Look how awesome they were. And how awesome they'll be again. Oh, okay, so there was no Enchantress prior to that. What a twist. What a twist. Ah, I see it now. I see the resemblance. That's so cool. I can't believe I didn't see that twist coming. I knew the Black Knight wanted to save someone. I thought there were 2 women. No, they were one and the same. A new adventure's about to begin. Only for a short while. So I could see what about this bard music. This was a great... Yeah, McSlush. This was a great Kickstarted game. I mean... I think Kickstarter has a bad reputation a lot for a lot of the things that don't happen or that happen not the way you intended for the money that people gave. For instance, like the things Anita Sarkassian created, Mega Number 9, which looks like God. They released gameplay for that, didn't they? Like they released some like beta or something, and oh my God, that's so terrible. But they got like $5 million fucking dollars. Yeah, but then you have things like this. Oh, more challenging quests without any save points. I see. Or at least reduced save points. I'm fine with reduced save points. That's how Mega Man was. But then you have games like this and games like Volgar. It reminds me a lot of Volgar. They're both classic throwbacks. Except Volgar really embraced the whole, let's make a classic game that's balls to the wall hard, where the real content you can only see if you dedicate time to it. This was more, let's make a game that's an old style, but let's not make it so rough and inaccessible as old games were. And also make it really cute. Really cute and feel good. I mean, even the gameplays feel good in a way. Like, you can't feel bad because you'll eventually make progress. Yeah. I think there was some other Kickstarter game that actually was really good. There was some like Fallout wannabe game that turned out really awesome. I don't know what it's called though. Yeah. So yeah, keep funding things that look nice, that have heart in them. Never know what might emerge. Also, DLC, right? Free DLC? That's the shit. That's the shit. I don't know what free DLC would do though. Personally, I'm not excited for free DLC for a game like this. It's what, like an extra 2 levels, which is good. It's fun, but I don't know. That's not much content, unless it's like somehow like added to this, like the main game somehow. Like there's 10 bosses you fight through at the end. I just don't see how, you know, unless it's his own little full-fledged tiny game, which I doubt. That's neat though. That's neat. How did Mega Man handle content like that? Whoa, I could fish here? No way. I know Mega Man had DLC, but I can't think of what it added. Like Mega Man 9 and 10? I could fish here. Oh, that's neat. Oh, Divinity Sin? Oh, that was also, yeah, Divinity Original Sin is one of the best RPGs I've ever played. Never finished that with Jeremy, but it was fucking great. That game is so good. It's so great. Wow, that game is magnificent. Oh, it'll be a story mode for the more popular nights? Let me think. Who would I want to give extra content to? If I could make a short little story mode for certain nights, who would it be? What selection do we have? Plague Knight was cool. Yeah, Plague Knight was pretty cool. Who else we got? I think Spectre Knight was pretty cool, but it's hard. He's kind of just like a Grim Reaper. It's hard to make that a character, I think. What else? There's Polar Knight. He kind of does that old friend trope in Solitude. He's good as he is, I think. Oh, I'm dying. Fuck. You might wreck me. Laugh all you want. You only have so much life. I can rock you. Yeah, King Knight, you know, he's so awesome and resplendent. He's humorous. I can't think of any other knight that was really all that cool. I mean, they had great designs, but one that I would care to, like, develop further. Garbage Man from Mega Man. Or maybe it was called Trash Man. Oh shit, I think they hurt more too. You know what? Let's drink the Pimp Cup. I just want to get to the village. Oh, there's an achievement for kill a guy with... There we go. Treasure Man wasn't very exciting either. Yeah, those are probably the best choices. Alright, let's roll on out of here. This is my favorite. They should make a whole new campaign for the gear. Hey, you know Tinker Knight! I think Tinker Knight had a lot of potential. I really gotta look at like a list of the knights here to think which ones were my favorite. Tinker Knight, I think, was really, really awesome. Yeah. I think I'd pick Tinker Knight over, Plague Knight. Alright, my bard friend, I have the final music pieces for you. I found Reprise. My original plan was just to copy and paste our main theme, but the horse lady kept staring daggers at me. Ah, sigh. You have all of them! Unbelievable! You've recovered every single opus in my oeuvre! A chromed out curator, a heroic historian! You may have saved the village, but your real contribution is to the fine arts. Bravissimo! I saved the arts. Yay! Let me see about these last songs. I'm glad I found all of these too. The Forlorn Sanctum. Ah, an avant-garde concerto for violins and sconces with audience participation. Bravissimo. Say what you will about the Enchantress, but she was great to work with. Gave me this pretty amulet too. Oh no. So, a helpful tip for my fellow bards. Never accept amulets as payment. Trust me, don't. The order is vanquished. Hooray! Perhaps now I can afford a studio in this wretched town. One last celebration is in order. For chivalry! I think it's a remix of the main theme. Awesome! It's a shame you don't play... I wish there was a little ending where the bard would play with the horn guy. But they don't want to make music together. Oh, whoa, wait a second! Who are you? Go Tormer. I've been sent here to convene with aerial animal customers. Please, enjoy this convenience. Oh, you make armor before I can access the city. Okie dokie. Does anything else change? No. Oh, it was a vote how they decided it? Black Knight needs his own game? I don't think so. Yeah. What about your new toy? Let's play? Indeed. You know what? For once, I'm merciful. Hey, either way, you get a new toy at the end. We've done our part in this town. I won't even burden you anymore, lady. Alright, I think the proper way to end this... The proper way. Our adventure is over. We were reunited. That's so cute. I love the ending. They just slept together after a long. That means he woke up and she was by his side. I hope to God she wasn't dead. Nah, if she made it that far, she was fine. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. And they kept on adventuring. And you, who has awakened me? Dance? Ah, the ritual dance. The dance to bid everyone farewell. A spectacle that few mortals can behold. Feast your eyes on this, folk. This is the best dancing you're ever gonna see. I gotta raise the volume on this. This gotta be loud. It's the final dance. It's the final dance, my friends. For a great game. Alright, there we go. That's loud as fuck. Open your ears, your eyes, and your heart to the dance of the Triple King. Dancing's sort of my thing. And it's a thing you do well. Farewell! Well, that's it. We beat Shovel Knight. That was a very fun game. That was so great. That put a smile on my face. The ending was adorable too, and that made me happy. I'm glad Shovel Knight had a happy ending. This GIF is incredible. There you go. That's where you deserve to be. Well, thank you for joining, Antar. I'm glad. That's kind of why I put up the first few parts of that video on YouTube. Because that way people who did really, really want to see Shovel Knight could join for the ending. That's part of the reason I uploaded that out of order. I try to upload what I've done in order. Well, that's Shovel Knight. After I beat a game, I like to think about it and ruminate, and like a wine, I like to swish it around my mouth and think about the taste. Or well, since it's already been drunk, I just like lick my lips and think about it. And what did I think about Shovel Knight? Shovel Knight was, yeah, just like Volgar, was really great. It went in a different style though. I gotta accept that. It went in an easy mode style, and it had a lot of content. I think it had more content than Volgar did. The world was cute. I'm just so glad that he really made full use out of all his characters. He's even gonna make DLC with some of those characters. I think he should have used Tinker Knight. Let me see a list of knights. Let me see which one's the best. List of Shovel Knight knights. Bosses. He should have made a game about Shield Knight. Well, this game was kind of about Shield Knight. Black Knight, Spectre Knight, King Knight, Treasure Knight, Plague Knight. People play Plague Knight? I mean, he's got a cool look. He looks pretty cool. His design's pretty awesome. Propeller Knight? No. Tinker Knight, Polar Knight, Mole Knight. Yeah, the only one, I would switch out King Knight for Polar Knight. But, I don't know, King Knight's zany and funny, so I think that's a good choice too. You can't go wrong picking any of them to make some content about. I'm glad there will be content. I'll probably play it on stream, if I'm still streaming by then. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun game overall. I only wish it was a bit harder. That's my thing. I only wish it was a bit harder. It was hella forgiving. Even the boss, like, for instance, the reason I died so many times fighting Black Knight is because I didn't want to use all the shit the game gave me. I wanted to make it more like a classic NES feel where I gotta use my shovel and kick his ass through memorizing patterns and avoiding attacks and landing hits in openings. That's why I died so many times at that portion. And I don't know. I think that's the thing about old games. They're all memorization of patterns of bosses. In this game, yeah, they had patterns, but you weren't taxed too hard to memorize them because you could fucking invulnerability frame with the phase locket. You had 2 chalices to heal you. You had 10 seconds of invulnerability if you used one of those chalices that you could still hit an opponent in. And you had all these tools that some of those abilities did a lot of damage. That ball? I never used the ball until you mentioned that, but that little spear ball, that spear ball just went through their HP like butter. And I don't know, I think it could have stood to make them a little harder, especially since the game gives you checkpoints right before the boss. You could stand to make them a little harder, and that way players have to, like, you know, that's part of the old school charm. We have to work towards something. You have to work towards beating these things. That's my only gimmick, my only, like, problem with it. I like that it mixed so many games together. It had, like, the jumping mechanics of DuckTales. It had the boss structure of Mega Man. It had the level design of Super Mario 3, even down to the randomly spawning enemies that you occasionally fight on the map. Yeah, and it had a lot of charm. It was a great game. Worth your money. It was worth my money. Oh yeah, thank you, Nagashex. Thanks for stopping by. But, a lot of people mention the tools. I kind of disagree with giving the phase locket so early in the game. I used that hard early, and then I moved away from it because it was like it really, you didn't have to think about too many jumps. You could survive. You could survive on spikes. I mean, it solved everything. You could fuck up any jump. You could just do anything with that locket, so long as you had juice for it. I would like up the juice amount of it, like make it really cost a lot to use, because that invulnerability. You could even attack while you were phased out of it. I think maybe they should limit it. I mean, again, the game design is to be accessible to people. You know, a retro game that anyone could beat. I think that to me seems like the mantra for this game. But I mean, if you were to balance it a little, that item in specific, I think just like doing simple things like you can attack while you're phased, bam, then, you know, it's a little more balanced, it's a little more sensible. You could use that ability everywhere. Everywhere. I chose not to, but you could have. Yeah, you couldn't phase the pits. I think I tried. I tried at some point, hoping. I mean, it was pretty broken for every other segment. I was hoping really bad that it would do that. What do I play next? I guess that's the big thing now. What do I play in the future? What do I play tomorrow night? Well, that's where I ask people. I ask for ideas about what to play. That was great. What to play tomorrow?